Oh, that's not boarding. Well, I'm better late than never. I'm here. Nobody else is. What the fuck? That was not boarding. I mean, he was 5 feet away. That's not the definition of boarding. Go look at it again. Well, we've given up. I think they said 9 of the last 12 power plays we've given up a goal on. Oh wow, somebody's here watching. I can't believe it. Oh well. Hey, thank you for showing up. I mean, the guy that scored the other one that was his. Oh, Danny Johnson's here. Wow. Hey, Danny, how are you? Thank you for showing up. You're probably the only one. You're one of 3 right now. Nope, one of 2. Yeah. Oh my goodness, the game is bad right now. It is 2-0. There's a minute to go in the first. The Blues are being outshot, and this is ridiculous. 10-3. 3 shots in the period. One hit the post. I mean, I don't know what their attempts are right now. See if I can pull this up here. I kind of woke up late, so I wasn't going to do this, but I'm sitting here watching the game saying, fuck it, why not? You know, I'll do it for a while. Maybe somebody will show up. Who knows? Cardinals are playing this morning, early afternoon. I know Dante's Inferno is at that game. Right? This is a bad first. Yeah, I'm going to drive Uber and hopefully people don't April Fool's me with their tips like they did last night and the stupid ass rides I got. Well, that's the end of the period. I'm trying to pull shit up here. I'm not an April Fool's guy, bud. I never got into that. I know someone tried to get me today with something that Berube had been fired and Keenan had been hired as the coach as he was going to take on the Whalers. I remember the last couple of years there were April Fool's jokes about Tarasenko being traded. Guess that's not an April Fool's anymore. Um, the Blues are 0 for 1 on the power play, and currently Nashville's 1 for 2, but they still got power play time left. So you don't know as bad as they've been. Um, oh yeah, man. You guys got a lot of storms in St. Louis and around there. Please be safe. I have friends that are in the excuse me, in the Little Rock area. They're all okay, thank goodness. But it is what it is, my friends. No, no, no. I was talking about older April Fool's shit. I don't get into April Fool's, man. I'm actually surprised there's 4 people watching me. I really am. You know what, it is what it is. Let's get into the stats of this crap fest. Here we go here. The Blues had a total of 3 shots. And with that, they had 13 attempts. Predators had 10 shots, scored 2 goals on 21 attempts. Hits are 6 apiece. Preds have given it away twice. The Blues haven't. They also haven't taken the puck away, where the Preds have taken away 5 times. Blocked shots are 6-4 in favor of the Preds, and the faceoff. Wow. 10-2. 10-2. 83% to 17. Yeah, I heard about that one. This is actually right about a little after 5 years from when I took my trip down to West Point, Mississippi. In 2018, I think March 20th or 27th was when I did the trip. It was just before Easter that year. I drove from St. Louis down to West Point, Mississippi, which is about an hour south of Tupelo. Posted the pictures on my Facebook. My natural father, I don't know if he was born in Mississippi, but I know he lived there a long time, and that's where he died. That's where his grave was, and I actually had seen his grave since he went in it, and that was the first time in like 35 years. He died in 83, and that was 18. You know what? We lose this one, I think we're done. Right? I was looking. Let's see. Let me. I mean, we're not making the playoffs. That's a foregone conclusion. However, we're not mathematically eliminated yet, but we're very, very, very close. Let's see. There are. I want to say there's 7 games left, so 14 points. So the Blues could get 90 points. Winnipeg still got the 3 points on us. Oh, that backhanded goal was beautiful. I mean, there's nothing Grice could have done about it. I mean, Parayko's got his guy, but, he slipped by 2 defenders, and that's where it is. Oh, yeah, he picked it up. He picked that up. That was almost... You can see him pick it up. A great shot by Novak. All right, great shot by Novak. Oh, where are we at here? Novak's got 2 shots. Gravel's got 2 shots. Everybody else has got 1. We got shots from Levo, Kyrou, and Walker. Kyrou's got 4 attempts, but that's about it. Cody Glass gets a goal on his birthday. I mean, it was a nice power play goal. And again, you look at they're showing I have the NHL Network on, so they're showing and yeah, everyone just standing around, and that's a bad diamond formation. Bad diamond formation. Look at that. No one. He's right in front of the goaltender. Don't let a guy stand in front of your goalie. Grice, hit him. Wow, this is, oh man, it. Oh wow, Danny, your dad's from West Point, Mississippi. Wow, wow. City soccer place, and I probably as soon as this game's over, going to hop in the car and drive. I did not make as much money as I wanted to last night. Last night was just crap. I'm hoping for a lot more luck today. A lot more good runs, shorter runs, lots of runs. You know, we'll see what happens. Oh, you're the only one watching me, Danny. Guess I should share the show in a few spots. Try and share this to a few groups so maybe somebody will watch the. I don't know, man. I guess I'm losing it. Hell, Ryan Green didn't even show up. And it looks like it's not letting me taking its time. I will be on tomorrow. I know Michael Dante's going to be at that game, and he really thinks that the Blues can beat Boston. I don't see it. Wow, taking a while to share it to one group. I'm just happy Danny found it. I'm doing what I can. Share it to 3 or 4 groups here real quick and see what happens. Not finding the right things here. I put it in the Battlehawks there group there, buddy. There we go. Right? Wow, that's so my natural father died in 83. Wow. Wow, Danny. Oh wow, so the looks like Boston has wrapped up the President's Cup trophy. Way to go, Boston. Montgomery's getting coach of the year. Not even he'll be unanimous. There's no way. No way he's not. You know, everyone predicted that team to be absolutely at the bottom, but it is what it is. Oh, that's kind of cool there, Danny. I found out one of the guys I went to high school with during the summers, he went to West Point, right? I only went down there one time. I think I was 9 years old, 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere around there. I went down there for like 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks, something like that. Don't remember a lot about it. I don't, but I do a little bit. You know, I do still have some family down there. Trying to share this to a few people. See if anybody shows up. I doubt it, but what the hell? There we go. I'm back. It's just you and me, Danny. Just you and me. And there ain't been no pounding, my friend. It's not just. I mean, when you say that, Danny, it's not just fact of West Point. West Point's not a big place. You know, West Point's probably what 2,000 to 3,000 people, maybe a little bit more. I mean, not much more. I always thought when I heard of West Point, I thought it was where the Army Academy was. Right? That's what I thought. I had when I was a kid. I had to get told that it wasn't. West Point populate. Oh wow, I was close. Well, no, I wasn't. I said a couple times. It's 11,000. Uh, Clay County. Oh, there you go. About 11,000 there. It's an interesting place. I'll say that. And it's a southern town. I will absolutely say that. I'm looking at some of the famous people from there. Interesting. Nobody that I really know. Well, the commander of Hickam Air Base while I was here was from West Point. No one else that really stands out. Is what it is. I mean, there ain't much to talk about. I was there. It was 2018 that I went down. Right? Did you see some of the pictures I took on my Facebook there, Danny? I shared them as a memory. I think the biggest picture I took was of the Henry Clay Hotel, and that's where my father passed, where he lived when he passed. He originally had a house, and that's what I remember. Right in behind the cannery was right behind the house. I played in that creek right along the cannery there. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm here. Nobody else is, but I am. Should have the period coming up, and we'll see how that goes. The majority of pictures were of family members that I hadn't seen since my natural father died, and he died in October of '83. So, and then I went down in '18. So what was that? 35 years. 35 years. Almost 34. I went down in March of '18. Well, here comes the face off. Well, the Blues have been better in the second period as of late. Let's see if they can do something against the Preds. You know, this is the third year, or the second time in history that Chicago, St. Louis, and Detroit have all missed the playoffs. Only since the Blues came into existence, only the second time that all three of those teams missed the playoffs. I would ask if anybody knew when the first time was, but there's nobody here but me and Danny. Wow, 21 1-5 when leading after the first for the Preds. Danny, that when I think I was 13 when my natural father passed. To be honest with you, maybe a little older. Might have almost been. I might have been close to being 15. Might have been 14. So yeah, I'd have been 14, almost 15. Oh yeah, he's going into concussion. He's going to the dark room. Yeah, he got his bell rung. No. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about from the expansion teams, maybe, right? But not overall. Unless you're talking about the 25-year streak. Wow, man. No likes today for the show. I don't think I've ever had that before. Oh, well. Is what it is. Here it is. You're what? Three minutes in, and you still don't have a shot. Yeah, since they're in the league, I could see that. Oh, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. I know Dante and his lovely wife are at the ball game. They sent me a picture all wrapped up. That's got to be cold today. Wow, the Blues have a power play. See if they can do nothing on this again. Oh, and it's Sod that created the penalty. Oh, it was Sod that did this and da 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 da. But it was unfortunate for him. Man, NHL Network sometimes the way they treat St. Louis, it's really bad. Danny, it feels over. It feels over, and we're what 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes into the second. One time shot that was so far wide. Um, yeah, high and wide, high and wide. That shot was so high and wide. Oh yeah, I know. We're a minor city. Oh wow, somebody else is watching. Annie, Gloria Seeper joined you. Yay! Saros is making us look like a pee-wee team. Well, we might be a pee-wee team. Yeah, I was wrong with that. Yeah, this is another thing I was wrong on. Shows I don't know shit. Oh my goodness. See, now I'm glad I didn't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do this. Oh, we're gonna go on a 5-on-3. Oh no, we're going. Nope. All right, that penalty's over. So we're going on another penalty, another power play. There we go. The Preds finally touch it up. Yeah, I mean, they're going to get, Lance is probably going to be closer on that. They got some wins. It's great, but they're going to, what? I mean, with luck, 80 something points. I mean, that's just, they're at 76, so maybe they end up with 85 points. Right? And that's piss poor. Piss poor, and you're probably going to end up with the 10th overall pick. I don't see the team jumping into the 1 or 2 spot. Yeah, we're sitting right in that 10th spot. We're a point ahead of Detroit and a point ahead of Vancouver. Hell, if Washington slips, we'll even get out of the spot where we couldn't even get the number 1 overall pick because you can only go up 10 spots. Right? So, I don't know, buds. I don't know. Chicago and Columbus are in that last spot. Well, here's the power play, our third power play of the night. I don't think we got many shots on it. We only got 2 shots this period so far. Maybe 1 shot on the power play. No, we're going to lose the puck and give them a breakaway and then have to take a penalty. Oh, no. There we go. Shorthanded goal. Like I said, the massacre is on. Kyrou lackadaisically played that puck. And Mr. 4 Goals Grice gives up number 3. I don't think we'll finish the season at 500, bud. I think we'll end up below 500. We're on the power play, and Nashville is controlling the puck. Damn, they almost scored a second one. Can't even get the puck in the zone, man. That's just how bad it is. Wow. The Blues are playing as bad as this show. I don't know what's worse, this show or the Blues play. Oh, fuck, make a shot. Looks like the Blues are going on a 5-on-3. Oh, 5-on-3, but more than likely that's going to be oh, that was a straight on cross check. A little shove in the back. And they don't. Well, that 5-on-3 didn't last long. Well, the 5-on-3 is over. Only 20 seconds, so. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jason showed up. Hi, Jason. Don't worry, Jason. Nobody's here. There's 3 people watching total. And I think one is somebody that's watching just to make sure I don't say anything about them. I can eat. There's nobody watching, so yeah, I can eat. Nice little one-timer by Neighbors, just doesn't go in. Saros is just playing outstanding today. There's another penalty killed. Well, at least we're up to 6 shots in this period. Excuse me. Rutherford going after Ky. Everyone's going after Kyron. Kyron's actually had a good season, you know? Uh, Here, guy scores 44 goals and gets 110 points, but he doesn't play defense, so he sucks. I mean, that's the way it feels. And no, I'm exaggerating Kyron's numbers, but the guy's got almost 70 points, and oh no, Boston, they've clinched everything. They're gonna, yeah, they're not. That could be because we play Boston tomorrow. That's why. I think Grice knows this is his last season. I mean, he might go play in the minors, but that's if he really wants to play. But I think he knows this is his last season. Again, here's Luke Corrick going after Kyrou. Oh man, it's why do we do that? Why do we sit there and bang on a player like this? That wasn't on Kyrou. That pass to him was junk. I think it's 25. No, Hoffer got sent down to the minors, so he get more playing time, which was gonna happen, and Benny's gonna play tomorrow. Excuse me. Hoffer's gonna get playoff experience. Blues are out shooting them 6-5 this period after being outshot 10-3 in the first, but I don't see that hanging out there. Yeah, we probably should have beat the Kings. I just think it's crappy that Bennington got the loss for that for a game that he never led. I mean, he came in behind. I think the NHL should do it the way losses the way the MLB does. It doesn't matter. If the guy that gave up the 5 runs, right? He's not going to win the playoffs, but to get him some more experience, he's going to be the backup goalie next year. No ands, ifs, or buts about that. Well, there we go. Borgo Grice lives up to his name. So much for the second being a better period for us. This is Bayad. Bayad, I say, Bayad. Yeah, Vancouver's a lower team than Nashville. Nashville's a decent team. I mean, they're not a playoff team, but they're a decent team. And our guys are just playing like they don't care. Van Delisha, 6th goal of the season. That's his 3rd point of the night. This is Bayad. I say Bayad. Is not the 3rd person Jason Nichols? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? It is! Whoops. There we go. I'll find the right button for you, Jason. No, it doesn't, because the rivalries kind of disappeared a little bit. Right? These guys are just playing out the season. They just, there's no relegation. I need an English bulldog. I don't know how much more of this I could do, guys, man. I really don't. I don't know how the NHL app brings me any closer to the game. Oh, yeah, they've been doing that for a while, Jason. More of the Wild than the Stars. One even strength shot this period. Yeah, I think so, Danny. Oh, wow, jumped up to 8. Wow, where did we get so many people? Hey, welcome to the show. Yeah, August. It's only 3 points, and they're going to give up 2 of them. It looks like I don't see them winning this game. So there's the 2 points right there. So all basically Winnipeg has to do is win a game. That is bad, man. Oh wow! And then I had 8, and half of them went away. Oh well. Well, Nashville does everything they can to prevent the other team's fans from going to the game. Right? Which it to me, I don't know. It just it's an illegal practice to me. Oh, nice shot by Vrana there. Rosen got a nice shot in there. Well, at least now they're getting somewhat of a cycle going. A lot of teams have been doing it, and I don't think it's right. I honestly don't think it's right. Well, I mean, they're swarming the net, but they just can't get anything in. I mean, the shots jumped up. Shots just went to 18-18. Wow. A little bit of life. Then Blaze. Thanks, August. I'll be on for that. My buddy Mike Dante is going to be at the game, so I got to be on. Yeah, he was. You got to read the whole thing. It's an April Fool's thing. Got to get one to get through. I'm going to get something to drink, guys. Be right back. Well, it used to be that way, Danny. It used to be that way in like Colorado. You go, the Blues would go there, and there'd be more Blues fans than. I mean, you could hear the chants of "Let's Go Blues" and them counting the goals. That's how many it was. It was like that when I went to the Vegas game. Be right back. Well, I step away, and it's 5-0. Hi, Wood. What do you got to lose? Oh, high stick. Absolutely high stick. That was a high stick. I mean, it's definitely a high stick. No goal. Texas is a good track for IndyCar. I like that place for IndyCar. I like the ovals for IndyCar more than I do the street circuits. Oh, August, thank you for putting that thumb in the air before you left. I appreciate it, bud. Got to get one first, though. I mean, getting all the shots is great. To me, Danny, first of all, IndyCar needs to run more races, and second, I mean, unfortunately, they can't run at Talladega or Daytona, but they need to run at more bigger tracks. Um, and to be honest, we need another Indy, right? We need another Indianapolis. We need another racetrack like that. That's iconic, and they don't have it. And even in NASCAR, they don't have it. Even NASCAR stopped racing the oval, which I don't know why. Actually, I think they do run it one of those two tracks, bud. I think IndyCar runs at Chicagoland. I know. Well, I know they run in St. Louis now at Gateway, and I know NASCAR now runs at Gateway. Let's see here. This year they don't, but I think they've raced there before, bud. Like I know, I'm almost dead certain they've raced at Chicagoland before. Oh, excuse me. Grand Prix of Alabama. I would love for them to get back to the original, month of Indy and all of that. I'd like to see more of that. Um, Road America is a nice track. I know that is Lexington, Mid Ohio. It's Mid Ohio. Okay. Toronto. That's a street course. Streets of Nashville. That's going to be cool. I mean, I just don't think they have enough races. They've got what, and that's the thing with me. They just need more races, right? And they need more drivers. When you only have 25 drivers, you got to have more drivers. At least that's the way I feel about it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they waved it off. It was a high stick. Okay. So thank you, Danny. I guess I'm out of touch, bud. There was nothing else that Cairo could have done on that one. I know all the Twitter guys gave him shit, but I don't know what else. I mean, the team's just bad, and they don't have they don't have the will to be better right now, and they don't see. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes that's really hard to see, and what's worse is when you can't see the path. Which auto club? The one in Kansas or the one in California? Oh man, is anybody watching this today? It's just me and Danny. Okay, we'll cover the stats here. Shots are 20-18. Blues ended up getting 42 attempts to the 40 attempts for Nashville. However, Nashville is leading this game 4-0. Hits are 13-11 in favor of Nashville. Both teams have 2 giveaways. Nashville has 8 takeaways to the Blues 2. Blues have blocked 9 shots, while Nashville's blocked 14. And the faceoff hasn't got any better. It's 21-8 for 72% to 28%. A lot of penalties in that period. In the second, Sherwood took 2 penalties, one for holding, one for tripping. Foote took a cross-checking penalty. And the only penalty by St. Louis was Blaze for slashing. However, the Blues give up a shorthanded goal. They've given up 3 of the 4 goals that they've given up have been on the special teams, 2 power plays and 1 power play and a shorthanded. 2 even strength goals. I got that wrong. In Fontana. Wow. Yeah, I can't believe they're going to turn that to a short track. That doesn't make sense. Because there's no room to put a racetrack here. We don't have a racetrack, and there's nowhere to put one. And even let's say the only spot that would be big enough, let's say that you were able to put one on the Big Island, you couldn't get 40,000 people you couldn't get 100,000 people to the race. Not only that, you couldn't get the teams here. Kona's airport is bigger of the two airports, and it's no bigger than Spirit of St. Louis Airport. I asked a woman to sit here and wave like this. I guess NASCAR does own that. How are they going to turn this into a short track? I mean, I'm looking at it now. I don't see how you could turn that into a short track. That wouldn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to turn that into a short track. I don't know why they would turn that into a short track. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh well. No, you couldn't put F1 here. I remember now F1 used to be an Indy, right? And they went towards the end of them being an Indy. They were there for a race, and the F1 chief was upset that there were still Indianapolis 500 posters or banners up, and not just F1 banners. Dude, Dude, that's Indy. You're not getting, what are you talking about there, Chris? Oh, okay, okay. I got you now. Sorry, bud. Sorry, man. I've been keeping up on you. I've been watching what you've been putting on there. It took me a moment to realize who was here, that you were here, because I knew you were playing. I knew you had 2 games today. Patty Parks! Patty! How are you? Blues should never be in this position. They are a good enough team and they're a good enough franchise that they should never be in this position. Right? And they put themselves in this position by making 1 or 2 bad moves. And in the offseason, we'll have a show where we'll talk about the bad moves. We'll cover some things. And I think it for me it all started in the offseason. You had chances in the offseason to make things better and you didn't. There were some things and actually it goes back to the end of last year. Right? I'm sorry. You should have threw Perron under the bus. Right? I know everybody, oh, Perron's the reason. Perron's the reason. No, he's not the reason. But he's a symptom. The symptom to the disease. And he should have absolutely been thrown under the bus. Oh no, that was bad too. Right? That was bad. And then they came back together. But that right there, IndyCar was becoming, and it still has a feel of American F1, right? And basically, all the foreign drivers coming over and driving an IndyCar, and it seemed like the sport was out of reach for American drivers, right? And here you go. One of the, if I was to ask you to name, Danny, since it's probably just you and me here, if I was to ask you to name the top five NASCAR drivers of all time, who would they be? I want to see if the person I'm thinking about would be in that number, because this person is the reason, one of the reasons for the kart IndyCar split. Come on, Danny. Come on, top 5 NASCAR drivers of all time. Come on, Danny. Top 5. Now, I don't think it was ever going to surpass NASCAR, but it could. I mean, the reason is Indy. Indy got to be too predictable. Nope, not Tony. I don't know if I put Tony in my top 5. I mean, I love Tony Stewart, but I don't think I put him in my top 5 drivers of all time. Not Tony. Not Andretti. I wouldn't put any of the Andrettis as a top 5 uh, NASCAR driver. So if you're wondering why we're talking about NASCAR, it's because there's only 5 people in here, and the only one talking to me is Danny. So that's why we're talking about it. Shockey says, Petty, hate to say it, but Dale Sr., Johnson, Gordon, and the damn Petty's rival. You know what? You got the one. You got Shockey, you're in there. So one of the top 5 drivers of all time in NASCAR. By far and above. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame yet, but he should be or will be soon. I don't think he's had enough time retired. Is Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon is a California kid. Jeff Gordon came up in karts. Jeff Gordon would have been, I wasn't sure if he was in yet or not. I don't know what their time frame after they retire is. Jeff Gordon tried to get into IndyCar, and he couldn't. He couldn't get into IndyCar, so he ended up going to NASCAR. Well, that right there, he goes to NASCAR, and he's an immediate success in NASCAR. Right? That right there was one of the reasons for the IndyCar kart split. Right? The fact that American drivers couldn't get into kart. It was kart at the time. And then IndyCar separated. Now, who was, right? This is a good conversation, right? What name was the biggest reason? Well, I mean, this you can't do this split. You can't do the split without this person. And this person is the reason that American drivers started getting more into why the split worked. Why it worked and why kart ended up falling away. Right? Kart made a big mistake. Right? I don't think Gordon ever did the Indy 500. Right? There is one person that made that split work, and it's this one person is the reason that kart folded. Right? I remember the first year of the split when they had the US 500 up in Michigan, and they had a big accident on the first wreck. They held it the same day as the Indy 500. I remember that. Oh, I remember that. You talk about an omen. You talk about ominous. Not Penske. Not Penske, Danny. You're missing it. It's obvious. This is like the one that's staring you right in the face. Come on, Shockey, you got to know. I hope we don't ruin neighbors. Hey, Wendy, we're talking a little IndyCar and NASCAR right now. This game is not fun to watch. Not on, sir. Oh, Shockey, you're missing it. You guys are all missing it. It's right in front of your face. If this person stays with kart never goes away. This person left kart and went to IndyCar. And because of that, kart didn't stand a chance. Wherever this person was going to go, whatever he was going to be affiliated with is the one that was going to survive. Not Montoya. Wow, you guys are missing it. It's so huge. It's so obvious. Come on, somebody's got to get it. Well, yeah, but St. Louis is missing two of their top guys. Both. It wasn't Tony Stewart. Wasn't Tony Stewart, but Tony Stewart has a connection to the person I'm thinking of, and he was both. Now, at the time of the split, he wasn't, but he was both. All right. See that has been such a huge problem about putting the puck behind guys' skates, not getting passes on. I can't believe you guys are all missing this. Am I have to give it away? It's AJ Foyt. AJ Foyt is synonymous with Indy, and he's synonymous with that type of racing, IndyCar, kart, whatever it was. AJ Foyt was absolutely furious that nobody would give Gordon a ride, and he couldn't afford it. He would have if he could afford it. He couldn't. And then when Gordon goes over and just starts dominating very early in NASCAR, Foyt was done with the foreign racing, right? Foyt was absolutely done with the foreign racing, and he'd had it. He'd had it, and he said that we got to get more American drivers in. So he was the one that when that proposed split came up, he was one of the first ones to jump ship. Absolutely one of the first ones. Am I wrong though? Am I right or am I wrong? See, you guys think I don't know some of this stuff. I actually do know. I just don't spout all of it out there. I know a lot about sports. I know enough to be dangerous in just about every sport. Right? No, I know AJ's like 90 years old now, and I think he's still an owner. I'm not sure. I think his son or his grandson, who's his son, is kind of the owner now. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to it, he's the guy, and he's always going to be that guy. When we lose him, that's you talk about, in NASCAR, losing Dale Earnhardt on the track, how bad that was. No, I don't think I don't I know you're talking about the family that owns Indy. I don't think because it wasn't that, it was kart. It was the kart leadership that had more to do with it, right? I don't think the family that owns Indy had a split with AJ per se. I really don't. What's funny is AJ won his first Indy, and was it? No, it wasn't his first. No, he might have won his first Indy with a foreign driver, right? But I know he ended up winning it. I think he won it with the Japanese driver, with Sato, right? To me, Sato, and I love Sato. He's got to be the most underrated. Well, I don't know if underrated is right, but just he's a two-time winner. You look at it and you go, huh? Yeah, I mean, and he actually could have been a three-time winner, right? When you think about this, if you think about what Sato did at Indy, he should have been a three-time winner. I know the name of the family that owns it, and I can't. It's like sitting on the top of my head. Starts with an H. I know that. And I know for a while one of the drivers was the grandson or the son of the owner. Grandson, I think. See if I can find it here real quick. God, why can't I find out? Uh, Holman, that was it. Oh, I guess the Holman company sold it. Okay. I guess Penske owns it now. Wow. Oh, I didn't realize they sold it because they'd had it. They'd owned it for forever. Holman era, yeah, in the 40s. Tony Holman, yeah. George Holman George was the lady that owned it for a while. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking at things. I didn't realize Kester Avis finally won it for the fourth time. I knew it was a three-time winner. Sato's won it twice, though, hasn't he? Pretty sure he has. Am I wrong about that? Maybe not. Maybe he's not a two-time winner. I thought he was. Yeah, two-time winner. I was right. Yeah. Good talk today. It is still 4-0, Shock. No, he's only won it twice. Yeah, but he's not here, so. Shock, I want to go bad too, bud. Oh, she died? I didn't know she died. Oh, wow, I didn't know she died. Cards winning 3-0, okay. Yeah, I know he did some F1, but he wasn't great in F1. Right? No, he didn't do it back to back. He didn't do it back to back. At least I know he's not back to back winner. I know there was some distance between his wins. I think he won in 18. Yeah, and then he won again in 20. So he won in 18 or 17, and then he won again in 20. Uh, 5 years, 29, 29 years for the Bruins. I want to look at something here real quick. Where are we at here? Okay, I'm trying to see where. Not seeing her name come up. It was Homet George, I think was her last name, right? Mary Homet George, right? Oh, wow. When did she die? I didn't realize she died. Oh, 2018. Okay. I think there is a makeup game this year. I didn't realize that she had passed. Wow, the Blues scored. Rosen does it. There we go. Okay, bud, have a good game. I knew you had a later game. I knew you had 2 games today. Thanks for showing up, my friend. Okay, Dieterman, Buckholz, Brian, thank you, thank you. All right, we're just doing the best we can today, man. This game's crap. Blues are being outshot 20-25. They're down 4-1 with 10 minutes Just over 10 minutes. Nah, just under 11 minutes to go in the third. Rosen got that one. So far, it's listed as unassisted. And there's an icing. Didn't mind. I actually enjoyed the kart IndyCar talk. Because I go back to the days of USAC. I remember USAC. At least I think so. I was looking at that. I think USAC was still. Uh, some interesting stuff. Nashville's leading 4-1. Yeah, Cart got formed in '79. Yeah, so I remember the USAC era a little bit. That Indy Racing League, that's what it was in '96. I remember that. Yeah, the US 500 in 1996. I remember that. Oh, there went that. Oh, man. We're up 4 right now. Are they going to have 3 races here? I didn't know that. American Le Mans is now IMSA. Yeah, they do. I know they have Sebring. I know they have Daytona, and I think there's one other one they have. F1's going to be 3. Wow. I'm bringing up the schedule here. So their first race is the Australian Grand Prix. That's today. Canceled the Chinese Grand Prix. I only see one. I see the Las Vegas one. Usually they only have one per. Oh no, there's Miami. Okay. I see 2. Where's the third one, bud? Oh no, the United States Grand Prix. Okay, all 3. Wow. 3 on the US. That's a surprise. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I mean, this game is a junk. So 1 point is all that. So the Blues will probably be eliminated today. Right? They will be officially eliminated from the playoffs today. I'm guessing. Well, you got 4-goal Grice. You're losing. You should be out shooting the team ahead that you're when you're losing, and you're not. Right? They're being outshot 10-3 in the third. I think that's got to be the first time they've ever done 3 races in one. Wow, Pareko scores another own goal. I mean, if own goals counted, Pareko would be like a 20-goal scorer. Um, I think that's got to be the first time they've ever done 3 races in one continent or one country, not one continent, one country. Right? I do. Is anybody here? Who's out there, man? Say hi. There's 4 of you watching, 3 on BlueNote Fan Report and 1 on YouTube. Say hi. Danny, say hi. Well, I'll be on tomorrow, that's for sure. Game is it's a late afternoon game. Or early afternoon game, I think you should say. It is at 3:30, I guess early afternoon, late afternoon, 3:30 St. Louis time, which is 9:30 my time. So I'll be on at 9 a.m., 3 p.m. your time. Mike Dante's going to be at that game. Dante's Inferno, right? Barry Trout's going to be the GM of Nashville next season. Oh, guys, I'm not going to stay on much longer. I mean, there's only 4 of you watching, and I'm sure I'm boring as hell since nobody's commenting. It's 9:30 here. 9:30 in the morning. So this is the time that the next game's going to start. Tomorrow's game's going to start. So it's the game is 2:30. I said 3:30. It's 2:30 Central Time. So this is the time that the game will start tomorrow. I keep forgetting that this is set up on Eastern time on my media site. There's no way to change it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow definitely for the Boston game. That pass, I mean, their passes just aren't on the mark, and that's been the biggest thing that passes aren't on the mark. That they're ahead of a guy or they're behind a guy. They got to be on them. They got to be better. They got to be cleaner or crisper on the mark. Because when they're off the mark, you take the guy out. I'm just gonna stay on till this one ends. I won't do a post game today. Just you and me, Danny. But I got to tell you, I enjoyed the auto racing talk. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that was straight up. I waited to put his arm up for that one. I got to think about that, Danny. I know it's once a week, and because it's once a week, I think I could do it. Um, I just don't know if I want to pay for the Apple TV. I got to think about it. I mean, they're a good story right now, and I do enjoy the game. So let me let me think about it. No, I just might, Danny. I think more St. Louis. I think more hockey or soccer fans will watch. Oh, there we go. On this game in the NHL, he fires the puck at the net and it goes in. Just kind of, why not? Wow, talk about embarrassing. Yeah, I haven't looked at the. Hold on a second, Danny. Before we go away, let me bring something up, my friend. Um, yeah, I mean Seattle's 3-1-1. I don't know when they play them. I don't know what the St. Louis' schedule is. I got to pull it up here real quick. Um, Here we go. I'm pulling it up now. Excuse me. Yeah, so next Saturday, the 8th, they play. Oh wow, that's going to be. They play Seattle in St. Louis, or no? I don't know. Is that? I'm not sure how they. No, they're in Seattle, I think. Yeah, they're in Seattle. That's going to be a tough game. I might have to watch that one. You know what? We may end up doing that one because I don't think the Blues play on that Saturday. No, Blues played a Wild, but that's a later. Maybe, maybe we might do them both that day. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's going to be the Minnesota game. I think that's one that they should win. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for doing it. I don't think we're leading by 15 points. I think we have 15 points. Hold on. Now you got me questioning myself, bud. Hold on. So we're leading by 5 points. We have 15 points. 5 points ahead of Seattle and Los Angeles. Actually, Los Angeles now has a game in hand, so that's the bigger deal. Um, Minnesota's going to be a tough game. They're 2-2. They're 2-2. They have 8 points. They haven't lost on the season, right? So that's going to be the next two games are going to be tough for them. Tonight's game's going to be tough. Tonight's game's going to be tough. And we are favored to win, it looks like. Los Angeles have two teams? Yeah, they do. Galaxy and then whatever this other one is. Let's see something here. Pulling up some information if I can. It's not showing anything. Well, guys, been a good show, fun show. We talked about a lot of different things. Okay, makes sense. I thought they had just a game in hand. Okay, guys, have a great one. I will see you today later. Bye, buds.